That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right, ladies. Y'all see the title? Y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all know what we're gonna get into today. Happy Friday to each and every one of y'all. I hope everybody is feeling good and doing great. And child, we gotta live in the break room. Now, the last time we was over here at Liv, she was breaking up with the internet. And now she is, I guess this is what she called her transparency, and telling us essentially that the courts is wanting her to get a W-2 job. Okay. The courts is not going with the social media income. They want her clocking in somewhere. Okay. And this live to me was exceptionally funny because it just really, everything the internet ever said about this girl and her situation, this live, in my opinion, just proved the internet right. Like, we've been telling this girl this. We've been telling her this. Like, we've been saying this to this girl, and after all this time, now she's scrambling to get a job, because if you guys, we said it. See, a lot of you guys said it in my last live stream when she was the topic of one of the conversations, that I guess she has to go back to court December the 9th. And do you guys remember her saying, when we reacted to her basically breaking up with the internet, that she said that her court case is sealed? She said, y'all want to know so much, and y'all just effed yourself out of my tea, because now my court case is sealed. Well, I guess she decided to unseal some of the facts of her court case, because she's on here now basically telling us the context of the court. And in this live stream, she also thanks for Gerard for pressing the issue of the child support thing, because I guess in a sense, Gerard's still saving her, because she almost made it sound like she was being, facetious when she said this, but she was basically like, thanks. I think she calls him Jafari, and because she has a court appointed, somebody through the courts is basically helping her with job skills or getting a job. Okay. So I'm just like, yikes. So we're going to get into Olivia. Also, if you guys have not heard, if you are familiar with the Real Housewives franchise, Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie were arrested in Maryland, I believe it was yesterday, for basically insurance fraud. Okay, so apparently they had some claims they claimed their house was broken into last year, I believe in April of last year. They did some claims of some items that was stolen from their bedroom. The insurance claim was, I think, in the upwards of like $450,000. Okay. And obviously, if you have a claim like that with their insurance company, of course they're going to investigate. Okay. They're definitely going to investigate. And they were arrested yesterday for fraud. Social media was basically used against them, because in the social media, in the findings of the insurance company, because y'all know they have private investigators, they found that some of the items that Wendy and her husband were saying that were stolen from their bedroom or stolen from their home was found with Wendy wearing them on social media posts. And here's the thing, y'all. Unfortunately, stuff like this happens a lot of times when it comes to insurance, right? It happens. But the sad part about this, not just with Wendy and her husband, but just people in general, the rich folks, they do this a lot. They do this a lot, and it just makes it harder for people obviously who are not rich, who need to have insurance on their belongings, their homes, their cars. It just makes it harder for regular working everyday people when they need to go and file a claim because something has happened to their home or their possessions, or it just makes it harder for us because we have to go through all this paperwork and sorry about that, y'all. It just to me personally, it just makes it harder for regular everyday people when it comes to situations like that, because if they feel like if the rich people who got money are scamming, well, we're just going to automatically assume that the poor folks is doing it too, or even if it's not. I'm not going to say poor, but people who are not as rich. Okay. So, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I hit a button and it muted my sound. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. So, the fact that Wendy and her husband, y'all know Wendy is, I remember when because I used to watch Real Housewives of Potomac religiously. Real Housewives of Potomac was actually my favorite housewife franchise. I mean, I started with Atlanta, but over time, I kind of didn't like Atlanta anymore. So I really got into Real Housewives of Potomac, and I remember when Wendy joined the cast, and she just never was one of my favorites. I liked Karen Hugler and a couple other, I can't think of the name because I haven't watched that franchise in so long. But the police department in Maryland did a press conference today. I said, not a press conference. I said, not you. Y'all did a press conference on the Acefo's fraud fraud scam, but they're facing misdemeanor and felonies. I think the husband has like 19 charges. Wendy has, I believe it was 15 or 16 charges. Very embarrassing because if you guys don't know, Wendy is, she has she prides herself on having several degrees. She's a doctorate. She's a professor at, what's it, John Hopkins Hospital, I believe it is. I believe I don't think she's working at that hospital anymore. I think she just recently quit. Don't quote me to that, but I believe she just recently quit. So, but at the end of the day, social media um, was basically a lot of the proof that the insurance company was able to use against them post. Also, apparently, some of the items that Wendy stated were going on. Um, a lot of the some of the items that they stated were stolen. There's receipts that those items they purchased and I don't know. My computer is just acting crazy all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry about that. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys. Like I said, I don't, do reactions on reality TV, but I seen it. It's all over my timeline, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." I wasn't shocked because these rich people, they be having a lot going on, so I wasn't even shocked. But I was just like, "Well, I mean, at the end of the day, if you got a insurance claim for almost $500,000, surely you had to know that the insurance company was going to do their due diligence. Did y'all think just because you paid premiums for years, they were just going to take your claims and just not investigate more? That's a lot of money for the insurance company to disperse. But if you think about it, you're paying premiums. If I submit a claim saying that some things were either stolen or damaged in my home, and I'm paying, I'm up to date on my insurance policy and I pay these premiums every month, run me my money on. But when it comes to amounts like that, yeah, those insurance companies are definitely going to do their due diligence. Yes, I did, Nisha. I did hear that yesterday. Kyron, I believe his name is. Yeah, I heard that yesterday. Yeah, they definitely are doing their due diligence. So I don't know what Wendy and her husband expected, but anyway, to me, y'all, it just really shows that a lot of these reality TV stars trying to, make like they're so rich, and child, they be broke. And when I say broke, I don't mean like they got $1.50 in a bank account. But a lot of, see, that's why you can't get caught up in what you see on the internet, because you don't really know what they're having to do or what they're doing in order to live those lives that they're sharing on social media. That's why you cannot get caught up in what people got going on. You can't feel envious or hating. They love to use that word hating. You can't feel jealous about what other people got going on, because a lot of the times, y'all, they be living straight lives. Now, am I saying Wendy and her husband? Because her husband is a lawyer and she's a doctor. Yeah, her husband's a lawyer. She's a doctor. She's a professor. I mean, I think she has 4 or 5 degrees. And they're Nigerian. So you just, like I said, I mean, it's not like they didn't have the education to make an upwards a lot of money. I'm sure Bravo was paying her a nice figure. So yeah, you never know. Like I said, you really never know what people got going on. You just don't. You never know. That's why I don't get caught up in how people are living on the internet. It's just like, okay, good for you. All right, so but let's get into Olivia, y'all. Why did you stop doing Kendra G reactions? Well, one of the reasons, was it Proud Mama Joss? One of the reasons is, I don't really watch Kendra G like I used to. Two, as you know, I use Kendra G's videos, and she started when she recently, maybe about a month or so ago, she started doing copyright infringement. And at the end of the day, Proud Mama Joss, although I can definitely fight a copyright strike, but I don't want to fight that hard to do a video. It's me as a content creator and you all as the viewers, you all don't understand. Like, I make money doing this, so I'm not gonna do a lot to disrupt my money. I don't have time to be arguing, biting, and scratching with people on the internet. And it's not like I'm making $20,000 a month on social media. Now, if I was making that type of money, then yeah, we gonna fight about that. But I don't make that type of money, so it's not really worth it to me, right? So, and if you really want to know the truth, if you look at a lot of Kendra G's, and then she started also doing her, I believe she's going live on the actual app, and then she repurposed those videos to YouTube. And if you really look at her views, she doesn't get the views like she used to. Like, the Kendra G, the dating show's been around for like 5 or 6 years. Over the years, it's kind of died down. She doesn't really get the views like she was getting when it first came out. But yeah, she goes live on the app, And so in order for me to do that, I would have to buy into her app. And since it's not that serious for me, it just really isn't. Now, if there are other people out here, Prop Mama Joss, that are still doing reactions to Kendra G's dating show, I mean, since I would just advise maybe watch some of those. It's just, I don't have the time to fight and argue with people on the internet. I just don't have time for that. It's not worth it to me. Yeah, I seen she has a podcast. I haven't saw the podcast, but I heard she does have a podcast. I mean, let's be honest, nowadays everybody got a podcast. So yeah, she has a podcast too, and just over time. And then you have to, I couldn't catch all those because like Kendra G, she was pushing those dating show videos out a lot, and I couldn't catch all of them. Like I would be so behind, so it just, I can keep up better with these type of reactions than anything else. But Prime Mama Joss, if I do apologize if that's what you signed up for, and I'm not delivering that anymore. I understand if you choose to go elsewhere. I definitely understand. And for the ones who just want to stay around for whatever I bring, whatever conversation I bring to the break room, I appreciate that too. Okay. All right, y'all, let's move on. You don't like Kendra G's attitude? A lot of people don't. I don't, Kendra, she don't really bother me like that. Like I don't, I just don't get caught up in these people. Oh, thanks, Prime Mama. Yeah, I don't get caught up in all these people. I know a lot of people don't like Kendra G's attitude. I did see a video maybe about a month ago where Kendra talked about she was supposed to get engaged. She was doing like a Q&A, and people question her why she's never been married. And I guess she was talking about how she was engaged to a guy that she had been dating for a long time, and he really wanted to marry her. But I guess being married to him, she would have had to not pursue her dream in journalism. And she didn't want to, she wanted to pursue her dream and her career more than she wanted to be married to this man. So she decided to do what she's doing now and chose not to marry that guy. Now, was that a mistake? I don't know. That's Kendra's life. If that's what she chose to do, she chose to pursue her career, then love. And obviously, I'm sure Kendra has dated throughout the years, but apparently she hasn't met a man yet that has proposed and actually married her. So she's chasing money instead of chasing love. And, and I do understand that. I understand women going after their careers. Obviously, I'm a woman, so I understand that. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. When you die, you can't take a piece of that money with you. Not none. But one thing's for sure, and two things is also for certain. If you find true love, and when you get to your days, your last days, at least that man or that woman that loves you will be there by your side and holding your hand while you transition on. You can't hold the hands of your bank account. But again, to each his own. People do what they want to do. They have their own. I feel like you can do both. I feel like you can have a career and you can have love. You can have both. I know you definitely can have both. I feel like you can have both. I'm going to just say that. I feel like you can have both. Hey, Amar. Hey, DBO. All right, y'all. Let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Let's get into Olivia real quick. See what she had going on. I think Olivia got a car, too, because she went live some more. I believe Olivia got the car that she was wanting or trying to get. Apparently, Joey, Kaylani's dad, is supposed to be coming, or he may have already made it. I know Stella was there. I think she was there. I think this live came out yesterday. She did this live yesterday, and Stella was there. I don't know if Stella is still there, but Stella was there because she did a live a few days ago where I seen Stella in the kitchen with her. So Stella was there or is there. I don't know if she's still there, you guys. So let's get into this video.
Her fridge is always packed. Oh Lord, Cynthia. I try, baby. trying.
You definitely can have both DBOs. You can have a career and love.
Okay. Here's your little breakfast. Apples, sausage, and waffle. That's what go down just a little bit though. For brunch. This is really her brunch. Collagen. And if you guys can ever find this in your local Costco, get this. This is the best sugar replacement I've ever had. It's so delicious. Okay. So good. Monk fruit. It's so good. 0 calories. Oops. So we have a lot to do today, y'all. Have you guys ever had luck calling up, what's it called? What is it called? Like the job agencies, the job places that get you jobs. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. Oh. Are they called temp agencies? Yeah, the only sugar replacement I like, yeah, monk fruit. It's so good, right, honeybee? It's so good. It doesn't have a nasty aftertaste, none of that. Temp agencies. Okay, I gotta call a couple of those. Your girl's looking for a job. I'm looking for a job, yeah. What should I do? I was thinking of calling Chipotle. Should I work at Chipotle? I'll get some free food. What we doing? Making coffee. So good. Oh, I forgot I got my other stuff too.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
like for cold coffee.
Pretty dope.
I could have made some. I could have made iced coffee. Why did I make warm coffee?
Yeah, of course she's going to talk about going to work at Chipotle. Some of you guys may not have been watching her back then. This is probably about 6 years, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, right before Olivia got monetized on YouTube. She was going to get a job. She was still with Gerard. Her channel was still called Living with the Webbs at the time when she was with the father of the 3 oldest. She was excited to get a part-time job at Subway. Y'all got to remember, Olivia she's never had a career. She's worked like grocery stores, she's done Amazon Flex. Olivia's never like wore business casual clothes to work. Yeah, she's 35. And look, let's be honest. Just because you're 35 years old, there's plenty of people in their 30s that has careers. Okay. So she doesn't write Kitchen Trap Queen. She doesn't have any real job. And Olivia's never had a job. She's probably never held a job longer than a year, if that. And I'm stretching a year. Okay. She's aging bad because stress will do that to you. Olivia can get on this internet all she wants to, and she admits it in this live stream. Her going to court last week, when she went to court, sis was stressed. She was worried. She really thought that she was going to get locked up. AutoZone. That's where she met Gerard, I believe, at AutoZone. Gerard came into AutoZone and she was working at AutoZone. So this, it's not like Olivia's, worked for AT&T or I don't know, Xfinity as a call center rep, or she's worked for some insurance company or even hospital. She's had like minimum wage jobs. That's all she knows. Okay. So when you listen, you'll hear Olivia talk about jobs. She'll mention jobs that she's could potentially work. and it's nothing that is career oriented. Nothing that's career oriented. It's something like, she mentioned temp service. Now, here's the thing with temp services. No diss to temp services, because temp services can help you find careers. They can help you find permanent work, right? But you would have thought after all this time, this is the problem I have with this live. It took for the courts to enforce it. It took for the courts to get on your ass to go get a job. I don't know about y'all, but I would be so embarrassed. It took the courts to reprimand you to go get a job when all you had to do was get a job a long time ago. She'll say in here in a few moments, she was a stay-at-home mom with the oldest three. So if she stayed home when the oldest three were babies, she was going to do the same with the youngest two. But the difference between being a stay-at-home mom with the oldest three, they all have the same dad. He allowed that. The youngest two, AJ and Kaylani, their fathers, because they both have their own individual father, they're not in your life or their life. So they're not allowing that. So once you had two kids by two different men that are not assisting with your daily living, and you had this child support case on your back, baby, I would have flew to a job. I would have still did social media on the side, but I would have never let the child support get to the upwards of $60,000, $70,000 behind. That's insane. I would have never let that happen. But she did.
Here, Kai Kai. Eat your food, Kai Kai. Got apples and sausage and waffles, okay? Eat all your food. Yes, that's how I got my job. I worked for a temp for a year and now been with the company for 5 years. Okay, R. Lauren, I gotta send in my resume, right? Hint water. No, I haven't tried it, Cynthia. It's good. I've seen those though. They have like different flavors, right? Do you like working from home? I would love to work from home. If you know if you can put me on at a work from home job, girl, let me know. What about Walmart? Oh yeah. I didn't think about.
Why would somebody have to put her on at a work from home job? This girl stay on social media. Why would the internet have to tell her about a stay-at-home job when she lives on social media? You're not aware of what's going on in the world. You don't know anything about LinkedIn. What's that other one? Indeed, and all these the only reason Olivia is having this conversation with the internet is because she's forced. The courts basically told her social media does not count. No, we want you off your duff, and we want you clocking in. She says it in this live. She can't do, because somebody asked her to start her own business, start her own cleaning business. She said, I can't do that right now, y'all. I have to have a W-2 job. She didn't use the word W-2. She said a real job. So basically, social media the courts has basically told her, this whole, I'm an actress on YouTube, yeah, it's not working for them. They want her to get up off her ass and go clock in. It's the fact that the courts is telling you that. When the courts probably wouldn't have cared if she was making money off social media, if she wasn't evading paying child support for all these years and so much behind. It's the courts coming in, stepping in, telling her, no, heifer, you're not going to sit and play on the internet for 5-6 hours of the day, making $150, $200 on the live, however much she's making on the live. No. We need you leaving that house and clocking in. You need a W-2 job. And so now, this is what she has to do. She has to go get a full-time, well, She has to get a job. The court says she has to report weekly or bi-weekly income from a job that is producing a W-2. There's no social media income for them. The courts, as of right now, are not recognizing her social media income. They're not recognizing that. Yeah, the actress on YouTube, they're not recognizing that. They don't care. But you know what? She effed that up because she could have been producing money off of social media, but because you got so behind on child support and you all on social media, just like I just told you guys how Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie got jammed up by social media because the police, when they did the sheriff's office, when they did the press conference on Wendy Osefo and Eddie and Wendy Osefo being arrested for fraud, they said in the police conference, they said the insurance company used their social media against them. So more than likely, I'm not saying the judge is watching Olivia's 5-hour live streams, but they're fully aware of her being on social media. If it ain't the judge, I'm sure Gerard's attorney is aware of it. And they probably have told, said it in filings and stuff like that, the way she has mocked child support, paying the child support, the way she's mocked the courts and all that. Like, baby, when I tell you social media has gotten so many people jammed up and these dummies don't even realize it.
Walmart. What about Walmart? Like the people who shop for you. I don't want to do shop. I don't want to shop for people.
Right, that's true, Nikki Chu. I'm sorry. Yes, I missed that point too. She has to, because they have to be able to garnish the wages, and I guess they can't garnish the 1099 or wages from social media, from YouTube, but they can definitely garnish it from a W-2. And her not wanting to make so much money, as long as she's paying the amount that she is ordered to pay. If she's ordered to pay, I don't know how much her court order is. I don't know if she has to pay $800 a month, $1,000 a month, $500. I don't know what it is. But essentially, based off Olivia having no job skills and the type of jobs that she can qualify for, $1,000 a month probably will eat up the whole damn check. So now she has to pay $1,300 a month. Damn. Child, please, I'd have got me a job. Ain't no way in the world I'd have had that money looming over my head like that. $1,300 a month. She could have been chopped that down. But her being childish and immature, playing with the internet and playing with Gerard, that's what I'm saying. Even to her apparently or allegedly having a secret romance with Gerard earlier this year, still didn't stop the courts from saying, go get a job, heifer, because we gotta make sure we can garnish that check. So apparently allegedly you sleeping with Gerard still didn't stop the courts from making you or ordering you, let me say that, ordering you to get a W-2 type job. So again, what was the point of allegedly sleeping with Gerard? Or at this point, what was the point of even saying that you slept with that man? Baby, that would have been between me, the sheets, and God. I wouldn't have told the internet that.
I mean, I could. Or I could just be a cute little cashier. I like talking to people though. I didn't even think about Walmart. Maybe I could get rehired at Walmart. That's interesting. Maybe I could. Walmart has good benefits as far as like you get discounts and stuff. I wonder how much they make though. Instacart? Oh, it's so interesting. Oh, I want to be a cashier so bad. Like cashiering, it just depends where you cashier. I've cashiered a lot of places. I've cashiered at grocery stores and at Walmart. Overall, I prefer Walmart because you would think you have to have a lot of customer service, but you don't. Like the people at Walmart don't even say hello to you. Like when I walk up, I initiate. Ooh, Costco. Costco pays good too. When I walk up, I always initiate. Hi, how you doing? Usually the people at Walmart don't say nothing. Now at a grocery store, they're more like talk to your customers, offer this, offer that. So I don't really want to do all that because I don't want to have to talk a lot if I don't want to. But I usually want to, and I'm usually a really good cashier. But at Walmart, you don't have to say nothing. You just bag their stuff and you can just stand there, say their total, and just stand there. Like they have horrible customer service. Costco's hiring seasonals. Okay, I'm gonna go to Costco. TJ Maxx is so, but work there. No, I won't work. I worked at Ross. You guys, I only lasted at Ross for a week. I was like, nope. I'm not sorting these clothes. I'm not doing none of it. I don't like doing none of that. No, I left Ross so quick and fast. So TJ Maxx, I feel like will be the same thing. But Costco, I'm gonna look into Costco. Yes.
It's her needing the internet to give her ideals. All the places that her chat are naming, Costco, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Ross. These are all places that Libya frequents regularly. She knows all these places are hiring. You'll hear her in a few minutes say, oh, what she does here in the next few minutes, she's going to call Costco to see if they're hiring. Let's be honest, y'all. This is how much she's not in the loop of how obtaining a job works. Who is calling jobs in 2025 asking if they're hiring? Who's doing that? That's people who's still walking up to the customer service desk at Walmart saying, y'all hiring? Who is doing that? Everybody does what? They go to the website. They go to Indeed or whatever, all these other job sites. I said, girl, and then she'll say in this live, it's like 2-something in the afternoon. Why are you calling a place at 2-something in the afternoon talking about are they hiring? If you're really serious about getting a job, girl, you would have been on the phone first thing in the morning, lining up having a list of things that you got to, map out on job searching. She calling temp service in this live. She calls the temp service at 2-something in the afternoon. Well, I mean, at this point, she can't go to Starbucks because they laying off. So I don't know, y'all. To me personally, I found this to be very embarrassing because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, girl, you are 35 years old. You just turned that this year. You got 5 kids. You've been married, now divorced. You literally, you don't even possess a credit card. She needed her mama to come to town so she could get a car. Who is using a mama at 35 to go get a vehicle? Most people at 35 didn't had 7 cars by the time they're 35. It's like, why don't y'all want things in life? Why wouldn't she want to, fix her credit, become credit worthy, have, credit cards in case of an emergency, a bank account, 2 or 3 bank accounts. It's like at 30, that's what I'm saying. They don't have real life conversations. Like y'all don't talk about real ish, but yet you say you're vlogging your real life. Well, what you really got going on? Because baby, you ain't got nothing going. Talking about the title of this live stream is Life Be Lifing. For who? Everybody else but you? Because you've been living in a social media realm while we out here in the thick of things. No conversation of a retirement money or 401k or 403b. Again, you're a mother you got children, small children that live with you. In the event that they get sick, you get sick. No PTO. No. She doesn't talk about like savings or anything like that. Like everything is fast money, quick money, quick money, quick money. But anybody that knows anything about making money, if you make it quick, it's going to spend quick. If you make it quick, you're going to spend it quick. So it's her having stupid conversations, in my opinion, with the stupid people that's listening. We're doing a reaction video, but there's no way that I could be engaged in her chatting with her about dumb-ish, because this is a dumb conversation. That's like me getting on, me at my big grown age, getting on my chat in the break room one day, say, y'all, okay, y'all help TMR out. I'm looking for a job. Now, mind you, I'm 53 years old. I'm looking for a job. Where y'all think I could get a job at? I'm like, what? I'm not having that conversation with y'all. Because one thing's for sure, I know how to go get a job. I got, my resume speaks for itself. It's her sitting up here talking about, where y'all think I should work at? Y'all think I should call McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes? I'm like, what? No digs to the people who work at McDonald's, Burger Kings, and Popeyes, but I don't need my live chat to suggest those places that I pass every day when I'm driving in a car. Most definitely, Gia. Always have, always will. I'm going to get up and I'm going to get to that coin. You hear me? I don't know nothing but.
Application. I'm going to call up there, though. Let me call up there. Let me see. That's my specialty. I told the lady I'm working with, because, I'm working with this whole, like, work thing, for the child support. So I told her, I was like, ma'am, I know how to get a job. If there's one thing Liv can do, because I can go through her and get a job, which she'll find me a job, or I can find my own job and just report it to her. But she's like, if you don't have a job by this date or this date, don't worry, we're going to find you one. And I was like, ma'am, I might have one because I'm very good at finding jobs.
So hold on. You got people out here that have been unemployed for months. Because if you guys don't know, the job market is scary right now. People are losing jobs at an alarming rate. But y'all will go help this woman because she got a past due child support order. Y'all will go help her find a job. But you got people out here that need to pay their monthly rent and mortgage. But y'all ain't got nothing to help them people. But y'all gonna help this lady who has sat on the internet for years mocking the fact that she has an outstanding child support order that she was not paying. It's okay to help. Y'all got programs to help her. But where are the programs to help people who just want to work so they can take care of their family? Where are those? That's why I'm telling you, the system is so fucking backwards.
That's my specialty. I know the whole formula. I call up there first. Then they're like, oh yeah, we're hiring. Go ahead and do an application. You'll see. Watch, just watch. And then I go up there looking like this. And I get the job. It's real easy. Press 1. Costco be busy. That's what I was telling her too. I want to be on my feet. I want to be like, that's good for me. I'll burn calories. I'll be from one place to one place. I'll be moving a lot. I want to do that type of work. Because she was like, she was trying to give me office jobs and.
Yes, Olivia literally thinks that her looks is going to get her hired. Girl, there are women out here that look way better than you, and they still don't have a job, and they got degrees. This is how immature this lady is. It's like sometimes I can't believe that these people, like, the mindset of people exists like this. Like, it's so weird to me. I'm like, girl, are you not? You think your looks gonna get you a job? What about what you wear to the job? What you get your outfit? Sis think her face is the card that's gonna get her a job. Girl, at the end of the day, you're filling out, you're sending a resume. Chat GPT don't care nothing about this time last year you was 300 plus pounds, and this time this year you're not. Chat GPT don't care nothing about GLP-1 drugs. Chat GPT only cares about, or the AI that they use in these companies to scan these resumes. The only thing they care about is, are you qualified? Are you using the right words in the resume to get through the AI scanning for these resumes to get to these what do you call them? Talent acquisition. That's what baby, they don't care nothing about what you look like. Baby, they can't see you. It's the fact that she really Olivia, do you not know that most jobs now are doing phone interviews first? And then they might want to see your ass. They might want to see your face. Might. It's a big might. You got to get through your resume, got to get through the AI scanning system that they use first. Then you may get a phone interview. And if you get that phone interview, girl, you better hope you get that next email where they're asking you to schedule a face-to-face. Baby, when I tell you she's so far behind, Olivia's she's still working in 2017, 2018. Heifer, it's 2026. You still thinking we walking up to the places, hey, y'all hiring? Hey, is y'all hiring? Baby, this is not 2017. This is 2026, ma'am.
I mean, I guess, but I want to be like moving, you know? That's what I want to be doing. They say, oh my God, gorgeous girl hired. No, it's not that easy. You got to put some charm into it too. And then you make them laugh. Oh, the job is yours.
Giving very arrogant.
I know, but I can't find no work from home jobs. They're hard to find. They're not easy to find. I feel like H-E-B would. I don't have H-E-Bs over here. How about Sephora or Ulta? Girl, I don't want to work with a bunch. Look, let me tell y'all something. No. I don't want to work around a bunch of women. I mean, I know either way I'm going to be working around a bunch of women, but.
What do you mean you don't want to work around a bunch of women? A woman might be your damn manager. What, ma'am, what are you saying? No, I'm real. I'm sis, at jobs, there are men and women there. If you're going to work in person, meaning in office or in the facility, warehouse, whatever, since you're going to work around men and women, it's only two species, male and female. It's you going into the job already thinking it's going to be some F. She's very toxic. Why are we even thinking like that? At this point, you should be wanting to find a job that you can thrive in, make your money, handle your obligations. It's her going into the job thinking she's going to be into some ish. You handling the job like you handle the internet.
Not too much. Not too much.
Right, Maja. 9 days into the job, everybody
You
gonna
let me
hate her
speak to
because she's
somebody.
sweet.
I want to speak to an associate, hun.
So
Okay, they're
are y'all
transferring my
saying? So wait a minute. SC Johnson says she don't want to make too much because she don't want to pay that much child support. So wait, I thought you're okay. So y'all, I've never had to pay child support, so I don't know how that works. I just received it. I never had to pay it. So are y'all saying that child support is based on how much you make? Is that what it is? Because I thought they base the child support. Well, okay, so they do take in factor of your income and the father's income, meaning the mother and the father's income. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all, it's been so many years since I've been down at the child support courthouse. And baby, that's been a million years ago. You think she giving Dollar General, SJ? Okay. Yes, between you and the parent. Oh, okay, so she doesn't want to make that much. So her but at the end of the day, you still owe. Like, what does that have to do with the arrearage? It's the fact that, okay, so say for instance, she go get a job making $14 an hour and her child support is $500 a month for 3 kids, opposed to higher than that. But the reality is you still got the arrearage that's over $50,000 that you still gotta pay. So at this point, she's gonna be Robin will be birthing her first child, and Olivia will still be paying money to Gerard. So at this point, she just wants a job. But here's the part that people are not getting. The courts is forcing this. Like it's the courts having to get involved. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have heard of, I obviously throughout the years, I have homegirls and friends who've had to do the whole child support thing with their baby daddies, ex-husbands, and things of that nature, right? But I had never heard. I didn't know that was a thing. I had never heard of the courts getting involved, helping you get a job. Now I remember years and years and years and years ago, there was a program here called it was for dads, to help dads get, like, if their license was suspended, it would help them get their license. Like if they had tickets that was impeding them on getting their license, they would help. What was the name of that program? I can't think of it. It's been so many years ago. It's probably at least 20 plus years ago. That was a program that was helping fathers basically get themselves, like if they had background, criminal history, as long as it wasn't, class A felonies or something like that. But if they had like class B or C felonies or misdemeanors, there was a program that would help them get those removed from their record to help them to become more employable. I have heard of that, but I didn't know like the courts is like you go into the unemployment office and they have like people there to help you find job, help you with job search. I didn't know the courts. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know they did that.
Michelle, hold on. I'm gonna look into that. Do you like Tupac? Love. What about gas station? I could.
Oh, really?
I want to
okay.
be standing there. I don't want to stand there. I want to move around.
Deeper understanding. That
I want to work in a warehouse, but not like Amazon where I have to scan shit and sort shit. I don't want to do that. But like if I could like move boxes around, I would like that because that's exercise. That's exercise. I would like to do that type of shit. Girl, and then I get back on my diet. Then I come home and I work out. Girl, I'm going to be skinny as skinny. Next time y'all see me. Give me a couple months. That's what I want to do. But I don't know where to start. I don't know what warehouse to look into. Now, I know if I call the temp agencies, they'll be able to find me a warehouse. Okay, Costco's not answering. That's what you need. You need somebody on the phones.
Of course, Costco not answering. They're working.
I swear. Target. My little sister works at a gas station. I used to do that at Ulta. Yeah, I like manual labor. I want to do that.
I believe the probation officer ordered this SC Johnson because, and again, this is an assumption. I don't know this for certain, but I believe because she does have 2 small children that live with her and she doesn't have anybody. Like, I don't think they're really trying to put her in jail because of the 2 small children. So basically they're saying, all right, well, we're gonna sign you up for a program that's going to help you with your job search. You have to have a job by this date, which I think when she goes back to court on December the 9th, you have to have a job by this date. In the event that you do not have a job, this can happen. So that's my thing. I think they're really not trying to put her there. It's not that they won't lock her up, but they're really not trying to lock her up because she does have 2 small children. Now, if Olivia didn't have AJ and Kaylani, yeah, she probably would have went to jail, right? But because she has them, again, y'all, that's an assumption. I'm not saying that's it because, again, I'm not in the courts. I don't know. I'm just logically thinking. I'm thinking the courts is just trying to spare her because let's be honest, down there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'm pretty sure their jails are packed. Okay, I'm sure their jails are full. So if they don't have to put her non-child support ass and locking her up, if they can eliminate, putting her in a holding cell so they can put, real criminals in there, they'll just not lock her up, but enforce the fact, let her know, like, sis, don't think because we haven't locked you up, we won't lock you up. But what you gonna do and what you have to do is get a job and start chipping at this child support. Now, that's what they're not playing with her about.
Press 5. Okay, let's press 5. One more time. We ain't gonna do this no more.
Food court pizza, press 2. Tire center, press 3.
Press 2.
Press 4. Hearing aid department, press 5. To reach the optical department, press 1.
I don't want.
Did you know that Costco optical?
Okay, you know what, Costco? We good. Okay. You would do so good at a call center. Where? Call centers where? I hear call centers. I don't ever see them. Where's these call centers? I don't really want to sit there and do calls.
What does she mean? Where are these call centers? They're on the company's website.
Though that doesn't sound fun either. No, I just want something simple. Like, Olivia, today we're gonna move these boxes over here, and then we're gonna sort through. No, I don't want to sort through shit. Just let me move stuff and let me just clean stuff. Can I just clean and move stuff? That's all I want to do. I just want to clean and move some stuff around. And walk back and forth. Get my little exercise in. That's all I want to do. I can wear my waist trainer. Be hella cute at the job. Huh? You want apple juice? Okay, mama.
Y'all, this is Pearl, I definitely agree with you. This is very sad. This is not even funny. It's not even funny. It's the fact that she thinks this is cute to play all this out on the internet at her almost 40-year-old age, that the courts have to force you to go get a job. It's almost like they forcing her into drug treatment or alcohol treatment. It's and she think this is funny. Like, this is cute. Like, this is relatable. How the hell is this relatable? This is not relatable. Who's relating to this? Another deadbeat?
That's what I want to do, y'all. Nothing too fancy. I don't want to do too much. Not too much. And I like the manual labor stuff. I like that stuff. Where's the apple juices? I had more. I wonder if Costco, I wonder if you work for Costco, do you get apply at a hotel? The lady was saying that too. She has a lot of jobs at hotels. I don't want to work at a hotel, y'all. That's boring. I want to work at a fast-paced warehouse or something, a Costco. Y'all catching my drift, right? I want to be busy 24/7. At a freaking...
You want to be busy 24/7, but you ain't had a job since, I don't know, what, 6, 7, 8 years? Like, I'm talking about leave the house, clock in, got your off days, your 5 days on, 2 days off. She want to be busy, but yet the court is forcing her to get a job. Like, if you wanted so bad to be busy and have a job where you're, moving around and, you have people out there that don't like sit down jobs. They want a job where they're, physically moving and they're physically active. Then, it's her saying this, but yet it's the courts that had to intervene to make her get a job. Right, Robin 12.
Be slow and boring, and I'll be checking my phone and checking the clock. I want to work at a place where I'm like, like, Olivia, come over here. Olivia, come over here. That's what I'm trying to do. Walmart, yeah, possibly. Amazon, no. I did Amazon before. That shit is so boring. Because you don't even do nothing. You sort packages. No. No. That's not for me. You don't even.
That's true, Rose. Why don't you want to get a job at a hotel? She says she loves to clean. That's what you're doing at a hotel. She could be a, what do you call those? What do you call the people that clean the maids? She could be a hotel maid. Going in and cleaning the room. She says she loved to clean. Me personally, a hotel job should be right up her alley.
Move that much. Even when you work there, you just stand there and sort the packages. I'm good. This shit boring as hell.
Housekeeper, that's the word, Pearl.
What about FedEx?
Thank you, Neek.
I was thinking FedEx because there's a FedEx like right down the street from me.
Yeah, FedEx.
Get you a cleaning service. You mean like a cleaning service business? I was thinking about that. I was thinking of starting my own cleaning service because I love to clean. I really love to clean. But I can't work for myself. Right now, you guys, I have to get on a W-2. I have to have a W-2 just so the state can see what I'm making. And then they can take it from my check so they can leave me alone. You feel me? That's all we need right now. I can't be starting my own business. We can't be doing all that right now. Okay, y'all, just God pump the brakes. Okay, even if I get the job at McDonald's, we just need a little job. Okay, give me a little job so he can get his little change and he can leave.
So let me ask y'all a question. Then what was the purpose of doing the GoFundMe for an attorney when the court simply just wants you to? So what was the attorney supposed to help you do? Like, the attorney can't help you with the child support matter. It's been court ordered. What was the... Okay, so let me ask this question a different way, because maybe I have a problem with understanding. What was the purpose of having an attorney? What is an attorney? So you lied, sis. They didn't reschedule court to give her a chance to have an attorney, because what does she need an attorney for? She has to pay child support. What is the attorney going to do? So the whole situation in Florida, one thing I can say about Olivia, she thinks ahead. Now, I ain't gonna, y'all can say what she thinks ahead. That was the whole thing with the Florida situation. Sis knew that she had to get a car. So the Florida situation, the GoFundMe for an attorney, all of this so she can get the coins together so she can go get her car for cash. Olivia don't, just like she don't want to pay payments on child support, but now she's being forced to do it. She does not want to pay payments on a car because Olivia wants to live where she doesn't have a lot of responsibilities as far as bills. This is how you know this woman, like, I don't understand how people get into her. She is not the epitome of a woman of 2025 and beyond, of a modern woman. She is not the epitome of a modern woman. Not saying paying bills makes you a modern woman, but it's the fact that she doesn't want to live life as a full-fledged adult. Child, anytime your mama got to come help you go get a car, and girl, you screwing out of both pants legs, but your mama got to come help you get a car, but your mama don't help you get the men. Your mama ain't got to help you get the men so you can lay up with them, but your mama can help you come get a car? Huh? That don't even make sense to me. So essentially, that was basically what they did was, more than likely at that court case, when she went to court the other day, they continued it because they signed her up with that program and basically said, come back December the 9th. And between this court program that should help you get a job, and obviously you looking for one on your own, at the end of the day, you got to have a job by December the 9th. So you can start being on a W-2, and the state can start garnishing your wages. Like they're no longer leaving it to you. See, that's the thing. The state originally was leaving it to her to pay her child support obligation. After her evading it for several years, and the amount is constantly see, that's the thing, y'all. They can't allow a man to get away, or her to get away with it as a woman, but y'all not letting the men get away with it. Now the men are getting away with it because you got a lot of bums out here that ain't working, and half of them ain't even claiming the kids, but the ones who are claiming the kids are not working, but with her, they like, no, you got to get a job. So that's what the court case more than likely was for. It wasn't that they gave her time to get no attorney. No, they gave her that program because she probably went in there crying, begging, pleading on the, I mean, at this point she needed to. She probably threw herself at the mercy of the court and begged the judge to give her another chance. She needs help. I guarantee you, Olivia put on an Academy performance at that court appointment, or that court date that she had the other day, because she knew them people was not playing with her.
Alone, okay? That's what we're trying to do here. Girl, construction job. Girl, no. I don't want to be outside. Walmart or Target would be good. And then people think I don't want to work. I want to work. I've just been having babies. And when Olivia has babies, Olivia is going to be a stay-at-home mom. And ain't nobody going to tell me nothing. I'm going to stay home with my babies. Period. I'm not sending my babies a couple. This is no shade to any lady out there who had to do it. I know you didn't want to do it, and my heart goes out to you that you were put in that situation. And I wish every single woman on this earth deserves to stay home with their child. And this world is icky, and I hate it. But anyway, that was my whole thing. After I had Kailani, I wasn't going to work. After I had AJ, I wasn't going to work because I didn't go to work with Robin, Christian, and Ryan, so I wasn't going to go to work with them. But now that the baby is going to be 2 years old, whether her dad comes out here or he doesn't come out here, she's 2 now. Okay, she's 2. So, or she's about to be 2. And
what does Kailani being 2 got to do with the fact that now you're ready to go to work? That has nothing to do with Kailani being 2. Let's be honest. Ryan, the youngest, was still hanging on your titty, and she was like 3-4 years old. She was still breastfeeding. She was like 3 or 4. Gerard basically, when he came back to you in 2019, Gerard basically had to snatch Ryan off your boob because you would not stop that girl from breastfeeding. They don't have nothing to do with, no, the courts basically, you don't have a Gerard in your life right now that made it easy for you to have Ryan breastfeeding at age 3, she was still breastfeeding. You don't have that situation right now. Regardless if Joey come or Joey don't come, Joey is not a Gerard. He's not the Gerard that Gerard was to you back then. He's never going to be that. Because if Joey was going to be what Gerard was to you years ago, Joey would have been there from the time that you was carrying Kehlani to today's current date. It's the fact that he allegedly is just now coming.
I feel more comfortable leaving her at a daycare now. You know, I wasn't gonna leave her at a daycare 5 months old. No, we can do that. So somebody can get some coins. No. But now that she's older and AJ's in school, oh yeah, I want to work. I am not lazy. None of that. I'm social. I like to be outside. I'm a social butterfly. Okay. I want to be all up in everyone's business. I work. I love all that.
You think so, I for 9? Hey, Yana Mama.
You made me laugh. Imagine Liv in the sun on top of a roof with her cute waist trainer and some boots. Oh my gosh. Or try a store in your mall. That's always fun. Yeah, everywhere is hiring. I know I'm going to find a job like this because everyone's hiring right now. It's seasonal. But
everywhere is not hiring, Olivia. The job market is horrible right now. There's a thing going on right now called job ghosting. It's hard for people to find jobs. They're laying off at an alarming rate. Now, I'm not saying that you couldn't go get a job possibly at a McDonald's or Burger. The reality is a lot of people who have jobs are not quitting jobs because jobs are scarce. So it's her saying, it's a lot of jobs. We're going into the holiday season. Yes, sis, this is not like it was 5 years ago when we knew around the holidays everybody was hiring. Yeah, that's not a real thing anymore. Like, do you watch the news? You always on TikTok. You don't watch what's going on in the political era on TikTok. Like you're not seeing what your president is doing right now. Like you're not aware of that, ma'am. Ooh, this girl is so childish.
I had to get my car first, so I'm still either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna get my car. So
exactly, I-49.
We're gonna be back on the road. What do you want to do? I was telling them, Keto, that I want to do something fast-paced, on the floor, on my feet, working at like a Costco or like a warehouse or an indoor warehouse, you know, where it's air conditioning.
This is so sad. This girl needs so much intervention with her life. She needed Gerard to help her. Then when Gerard decided he didn't want to help anymore, he went on by his business. Now she need a mama to help her. She need a sister to help her. She need the internet to help her. Now she need the courts to help her with this thing called life. Why can't she just handle life on her own? She needs so much intervention to do simple shit called living. It's simple, sis. Just live. You're healthy. You have working arms, working legs. Your mouth definitely work. Now, I ain't gonna get into all that, but you know what I'm saying. It's her needing so much intervention. She can't do nothing. The only thing she do, well, and let's be honest, she ain't really doing it by herself. Is laying on her back. That's the only thing. And she ain't doing that by herself unless she got a little rose thing going on. But you know, that's a whole nother conversation. She just needs so much help with everything. I've never said one thing I can say about Jasmine, she can kind of maneuver a little bit on her own. Olivia need help with putting on her. She even needed help losing weight. She can't do nothing by herself. Like, it's so weird. When she birthed AJ, she needed her sister in the hospital with her as if she don't know how to push a baby out her hoo-ha by herself. Just she always needs somebody to help her. A couple months ago when she was down there in Florida, she needed the internet to help her. She don't do nothing by herself but run that damn mouth for hers.
I want to be on my feet. You know, I don't want to sit in a place. I don't want to be typing at a desk. I don't want to do none of that. I want to be working out. That's why I liked Amazon Flex. And I'm going to do that once I get my car, but I'm not going to do that too much because I don't want to run down my car. So I'm going to do Amazon Flex probably next week for like a week until I find a job. Give me a week. I'm going to find a job in a week. But probably for like next week, I'm going to do Amazon Flex. And I liked it though, because you go in there, you go get your orders, you take it to your car, you mark everything down. Oh, let me wipe her nose. Ew, you got the boogies.
Y'all, we watch these ladies on the internet, but we all know that this is not reality for all of us. You know, it's the fact that she's standing up here. Olivia thinks she's even at this very moment, the courts is forcing her to get a job that's a W-2 so they can garnish her wages. They're not even trusting her to pay it on her own, although they did from the time they ordered it until currently. They were allowing her to just pay the child support payment on her own. She needed help. Once again, she need help. She need the courts to intervene to take the money out of her check. She can't do nothing by herself. And Olivia is standing up here thinking that this is cute. And the reality is that, you know, life be life, but for who, sis? Because even with this very serious situation, she still thinks it's a game. And it's Stella enabling this behavior from her.
Let me see.
DIY gossip, exactly. She never
you mark everything down.
More money so she
you
could
mark
buy
everything
a car.
down, and then you drive. And when you drive to the homes, you get out the car, you walk. Girl, some of the places I remember, I would like park kind of far from like the homes and stuff. Yeah, I was jogging. I was jogging up to the homes. I was jogging back. This is when I was like really deep. This was last year when I was really into my fitness journey, like my losing weight and stuff. I was jogging. I had so much energy. That's what I want to do. I just want to be on my feet, working hard, you know? Kind of look like you just want people row. You just want people row. I don't understand that. Good for you. Hi, Liv. Hi. Try delivery for FedEx. I didn't know they had that. Can I drive one of their cars? Because I don't want to drive my car. Because my next car, I have to keep this car for a while. And I did too much. This car is going to be better, lower miles. It's going to be a better car than the Volvo was, but still, I still don't want to mess up my car in any type of way. Healthcare, I'm at, they pay $26 an hour. Yeah, see, that would be good, but not right now. Not right now. Give me a minute. If you catch what I'm putting down, catch what I'm putting down. But other than that, I can't say too much. But not right now. Right now,
So apparently Olivia is insinuating that she may be going into the medical career. The only career thing that she's going to do is YouTube. That's it. 5 years from now, she'll be still on this internet, standing in her kitchen, acting as if she's 25, and at that time she'll be 40.
I just need something right now, quick, on the job, have a paycheck, so I can give it to the state when I go back to court. That's all I need right now, guys. Nothing $25 an hour, nothing above $20. None of that. Not right now. The lady, she found me my dream job. She's like, they're hiring at the sheriff's department. I said, what? The sheriff's department? They pay $26 an hour starting. Just doing, that's entry. The sheriff's department, that is my dream job. But she was like, not right now. Not right now. And I said, okay. Not right now, but that's really what I want to do. I want to work with the sheriffs. Girl, put me on, honey, with my waist trainer and my gun. I'm just like,
can you imagine Olivia arresting you? Sis, I don't think you would qualify for a job at the sheriff's department. You're on probation for child support. Yeah, I don't think you would qualify.
Oh, well, I might have a gun. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I think you just work in the jails. So I don't know, but I would love
No,
to
I
work in the
thought her
jails.
dream job was to do
Okay,
food.
I'm actually at 25, decent work. Oh, that's decent for a warehouse. Yes. You're so funny. No, that's really my dream job. So yeah, with the tight uniform in the bed, yeah, with my bulletproof vest, girl, you guys already know, okay? No, but that is my dream. So the lady said when it's time, she can help me get in with the sheriffs because I don't have no criminal history. I mean, I have tattoos, but I can cover my tattoos.
Renee, oh, I am so sorry to hear that, sis. Y'all, Renee Lovejoy said that she lost her mom on September the 26th, and her birthday was September, and my birthday was September the 28th. Happy belated birthday to you, Renee. We will be laying my mom to rest tomorrow. Break room. Please keep my family in your prayers. We most definitely will keep your family in our prayers, Renee. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, sis. And again, my deepest condolences to you and your family. You have been in the break room for a very, very long time. And I know this is very hard for you right now. So, sis, again, I thank you so much for sharing this with us. And my deepest condolences to you and your family, sis.
I said, girl, I can cover this up. They won't even know. I mean, my neck, but oh well. I got wigs. What am I doing? I'm about to put this in the fridge. No, I meant to put this.
Thank you guys so much for showing Renee love. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys.
But yeah, that's really where I'll end up, you guys, either in healthcare or in the sheriff's department doing something. But right now, I just need something quick, okay?
So ultimately, this is what it all boils down to. After years of Olivia living on the internet, the reality has hit her and she has to go get a job. And it's not even about child support, right? At this point, it's literally about survival. Think about it, y'all. What is Olivia doing as an influencer that's influencing her life on social media? It's not like she's a Peyton Marie Charles. She's not getting brand dealership. I said dealership. I'm thinking about her car. She's not getting brand deals and, taking trips to Bali, and she's not doing anything as a YouTuber. She said this is her passion, but yet her passion got her on the internet asking the people, should she go fill out an application at Chipotle or Costco? The time has ran out for these chicks. And we all seen it coming. We all tried to forewarn them. We said, y'all need to go get some jobs. Like, it's cute that you can make money off the internet. But even with that being said, if it can't take care of all your bills, and then you got to resort to asking the internet to give you money so you can take care of additional things, wouldn't it just be better to go get a job on top of your social media? I agree with Blue Evoy. The Stranger Things squad said, I'm trying to get a second job. Most people are working either two jobs or they're working a full-time job and they got other side hustles going on. Think about the people that's involved in the government shutdown right now. That's why it's always best to have you a little side hustle on the side, be it a part-time job or a side hustle that you got going on. You braid hair, you cut hair, you making cakes, pie. Like, you got to have several things going on. Like, it's the fact for years, these girls literally relied on social media and social media alone. And after all these years, they're still forced to do what they thought they was never going to have to do, is go get a job. How many times have Olivia and Jasmine told us they was never going to have, they don't have to work? How many times did Jasmine tell us she feels sorry for us 9-to-5ers? How many times did she tell us that? Hey, Marika, you did. So all these years of acting like y'all the ish because you live on social media and make money from not leaving your house, and now you're forced to have to leave your house to make money. When all y'all had to do was just be real chill, be cool. They got on this internet cussing people out, acting as if people was jealous of their life, like we was hating on them because they make money off of social media. And now you forced to go get a job because the courts say you behind in child support. And they don't want your social media coin. They gave you a chance to pay your social media coin for your child support on your own. You chose not to do so. So they say, okay, sis, we got one better for you. Now we want you to go get a W-2 job. And we'll just garnish that since you can't pay it on your own. Kimberly Williams says she has so much hate for Nisha. She would rather work a low-paying job because she too scared it's gonna go towards Nisha instead of thinking of her kids well being. Sorry, B. No, she wants a low-paying job because, well, you know what, Kimberly, you could be right. But at the end of the day, she can't control that. Even if she go get a job making $6.65 an hour and she work 40 hours a week, however much money that is at the end of a 2-week period, minus her taxes, that money is going to the Webb household. She can't do nothing behind that. She's $50,000 behind in child support. That is horrible. Like I said, y'all, she will be paying this money. Robin, who's her oldest child, will be a mother herself, or she'll be getting ready to start her career at 27, 28, 29 years old, and Olivia will still be chipping away at that $50,000 damn dollars. I agree, Moody D. Sorry for the 9-to-5 people, but steady begging from them 9-to-5 people. But they begging from the 9-to-5 people because they know we had enough sense to go do what? Go work jobs and do other things on the side. We just didn't, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I never depended solely on social media. Child, I got better sense than that. It's the fact that these women got kids, small kids. At least my children are grown. If I wanted to depend on social media alone, I could, because baby, I don't have to take care of 4 kids. It's the fact that these women got 5 kids up there. Jasmine got 5, she got 5, and depending on social media exclusively. Social media and food stamps and Medicaid. And as the years have progressed, those situations are getting a little harder for you to depend on them exclusively. Food stamps they're getting stricter with the food stamps. They're getting stricter with Section 8. You know what I'm saying? The government shut down right now. If they are not going to come to a happy medium with the Obamacare, and that's why the Democrats are holding out, because they're trying to, take away the subsidies of Obamacare. And if they do that, y'all, and I'm talking about people who work jobs that got commercial insurance, our premiums are going to go out the roof. We're not even going to be able to afford to have health care. So while she's sitting up here like life truly isn't lifing for a lot, you got people right now, essential workers through the government, that are working for free. TSA workers, air traffic controllers are working for free. And right now, the airports are in distress because a lot of these workers are not coming to work because they be like, I don't blame them because I'm not working for free. Why should I work for free? I don't know if she gets housing assistance, Steve. I have no idea. So life is definitely lifing for a lot of people. Life is not lifing for Olivia. This is not a death sentence because the courts is making you go get a W-2 job. Because let's be honest, you need to be working anyway. You ain't doing nothing else.
You say that now until you actually work there. I hated working at the prison. Disgusting. No, girl, I'm not working at no prison. I don't know, no.
Her say cheese.
No,
Her
I
apartment
don't
has
wanna be in the
mold in it.
trenches, honey. I said the jail. Okay, I'll work at the jail in the city. I'm not working out in the prisons. Girl. Shoot, I don't even think I can work over there. I think I would be too much of a liability. Okay. No. I'd be scared to work at the prisons.
I agree. Why
She
would
said
you
no
be
shit.
sitting on live streams for 5 hours of the day and you're not getting paid for it? We all knew, nobody never believed that this girl, who is doing that? Let me say this. Why would you do that? Why would you go from making money on social media to apparently not making money? She spent more time on the internet stating that she doesn't make money from it than she did when we knew she was making money from it. When she was making money from the internet, she wasn't on live streams for 4 and 5 and 6 hours of the day. But now you're apparently not. Y'all, we all knew that was a bold-faced lie. Like, what person with common sense would even do that? Like, there's no way that I would get on this YouTube platform and this channel is not monetized. If this channel gets demonetized, I guarantee you won't see me.
But you can't have a prison bay. You guys would go there. You guys are so immature. Ew. And why not? I'm just joking. I'm just playing, you guys. I joke too much. Don't take me serious, bro. I'm just playing with y'all. No, that's not why. Okay, if anything, I'm gonna be trying to hook up with one of them sheriffs, not them fucking prisoners. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Follow the money now. Follow the money.
You wouldn't be hooking up with one of the prisoners if you was working at the jail. You'll be trying to hook up with one of the sheriffs, but yet you told us that you was talking to a guy that you call him Prison Bae that just got out of prison. I mean, why wouldn't you be talking to a person who works as a jailer? You chose to meet a guy on social media that just got out of prison, hence the reason why you call him Prison Bae. So if you talk to a guy that's called Prison Bae after he gets out of prison, why wouldn't you talk to him? Why, girl, hush. You gonna talk to anything that talk back to you.
Those are some powerful men. Powerful, like, not rich, but wealthy men to be working beside. They'll be all over you. You can't work in a prison. No, I don't want to work in a prison. I want to work in a jail around the sheriffs. That's what I would like to do. But not only just because I'm around the sheriffs. That's one thing. But also because that's a good job. You know, the benefits of that job, the 401k, the retirement, all of that. Girl, yes. That's a good ass job. Yes.
Girl, you don't care nothing about no 401k. You don't care nothing about no retirement. You don't care nothing about good pay. Because if you cared anything about any of those things, you would currently or actively be working right now. And the courts wouldn't have to help you get a job. Olivia, we'll catch you on part 2, okay? Bye, girl. Yeah, we're gonna have to finish her up. I got some. We're gonna finish the rest of this live. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This live was 3 hours and 48 minutes. We're not gonna watch 3 hours and 48 minutes, but there's another part of this live that I want to react to and I want y'all to see. And then I got another story that I want to bring to y'all that I saw on TikTok. We're gonna jump in the break room tomorrow, you guys, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get in the break room tomorrow kind of early. So we're gonna try to do mid-afternoon, early afternoon. So y'all make sure y'all be in the break room. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off from here, y'all, because baby, I got me some Chinese food that I need to be eating on. And I'm starving, y'all. Yeah, Rose, it is. It is. But I can have a conversation. I just got to do it in spurts. So I hope y'all work with me. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Enjoy your Friday evening. Renee, again, my condolences to you and your family, and prayers will be with you from the break room while you are putting your mother to rest tomorrow. Renee, again, thank you so much for sharing, sis, and happy belated birthday to you. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.